going to tackle right now. Another major plank on Mr. Trump's immigration policy, a temporary ban on immigration from countries that have terror links and has had terrorist activity. Donald Trump has cited Germany as an example of the consequences to an unabated flow of refugees. The crime rate, for example, among immigrants in Germany rising by 79% in 2015. That makes the news today that the administration has met and surpassed its goal of resettling more than 10,000 Syrian refugees in the U.S., a concern for many, not the least of which are FBI Director James Comey and Intelligence Director James Clapper, both of whom have previously expressed concerns about ISIS infiltrating the refugee flow. Let's take it back to Mike Baker. What are your thoughts about that, Mike?
Well, look, I've spent a lot of time both in the old job and with my current company. We have worked a lot in the field of due diligence and background vetting overseas, including in Iraq and other difficult environments. And I'm here to tell you that it is not a robust program. It's shot full of holes. It's very complicated. It's a heavy lift. You want to find out about a refugee from Syria or Yemen or Iraq who wants to come into this country. If you want to understand who their associates are, what their activities were, what their plans and motivations are, you've got to get down to the village level. That's where it is. As James Comey has said, the infrastructure doesn't exist. If you don't have a database to query, then it doesn't matter that your protocol says query the database. You've got nothing to go on. So there's a serious problem here. I think the government, this again, talking about self-inflicted wounds, the Obama administration could help itself or could have helped itself by being more transparent. Here's what the process currently is. Are there gaps? Are there problems? Sure, let's try to address those, but that's not where this went.
Blake, Democrat strategist Blake Rutherford, there's some deep concerns in the U.S. Polls, you see it. For example, what's going on in the European Union. Even countries in the European Union are talking about building a wall, for example. Why bring in, and this is what the polling seems to indicate, the voters out there are asking, why bring in individuals who want to harm Americans at the same time that Hillary Clinton, for example, wants to raise taxes across the board? In other words, Hillary Clinton wants to ask more from the American people in the way of tax increases, but they're being made to feel less safe by the refugee policies of the Clinton and Obama campaign and the Obama administration, Blake.
This administration is not bringing in people who want to harm America. This administration has engaged in a systematic and very, well, certainly we know because we have a process in place. This administration made it clear that it was going to start with 10,000 refugees. Well, the President of the United States certainly disagrees. We've had a process. For 3 decades, we've had a process to bring in refugees into this country. We have the largest refugee crisis since World War II. And the President has made the decision to bring people into this country and to do it systematically.
Scott Miller,
I think it's been an appropriate first step.
Scott Miller, come